What's up, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of So What You Hear. I'm Jay,
Steph.
and we are back with football actually happening.
Preseason.
You know what? That Hall of Fame game was so good. I'm counting it real football.
That was really good. That's probably the best. And I think everybody had the same idea. I'm just going to watch it for a little bit and then I'll
turn it off.
But it was such a good game, like all the way till the very end.
Everybody came back like, man, I don't think I've watched preseason, let alone Hall of Fame.
Not that intently. I watched them. Sometimes I feel like...
Well, I was going to say watched all the way to the end like that. Like that last touchdown happened at the last second.
Well, I know, because I'm saying, like, a lot of times you get an idea of upcoming players.
Yeah.
You get an idea of, like, who you won't get in for your fantasy league and stuff like that, because you always end up, it's gonna be the no-namers that save your fantasy.
You start getting that okay, so I watched him in preseason. You know what? Hey, my guy got hurt. Yeah. I'm gonna pick him up and see how he does.
Yeah, so it's always
it is helpful.
Move around. You always got this guy you like, and then we don't keep him, but then somebody else, and I'm like, I told you that guy was gonna be good.
And with that offense, he's gonna be really good. Yeah, I've seen that.
And that's what I feel like preseason helped with, and it gives you that taste football back, like you get you all excited. So and this definitely did that. That got me ready for.
Carson Beck looked good.
Yeah, he looked.
I really wonder if Arizona wishes. I don't know where the Tony Romo was coming. I don't know, Jim. You need me to touch my nose? Sorry. I'm sorry. I love him. I was playing. But I wonder. Damn, now I lost my train of thought. Oh well, we're done. I did that to myself.
You just said his name.
Carson Beck. Oh, I wonder if the Cardinals regret giving, it was a very minor pay raise they gave Jacoby Brissett, but you can't hold out if Beck plays like that. If he would have still been in a holdout and then that happened, he's got to come back to camp.
Yeah.
Because you're now the backup if you're holding out still, because you don't even know this offense. You haven't been here. He clearly knows it. Those are starters, but we got, three? For them, they'll have three more preseason
still
games.
Got himself in trouble because depending on how the season goes, are you dealing with somebody who...
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, if he comes in and looks bad, it's going to be immediately
that's something.
Well, he's old and nothing anyway. Let's just see if Beck can do something for the season.
Yeah.
And, this holdout might have been a bad move for Jacoby Brissett. This might not work for him. I think Beck could be in that position pretty early.
We'll find out.
He's going to have to play really well to stave off. Because, it's another one of those things that it's not just about, we want to win now. It's not about that. There's a draft next year with a lot of talent, and there's supposed to be a lot of quarterbacks. Well, if we don't need a quarterback because we end up playing Carson Beck from week 3 and be like, hey, he's actually pretty damn good. New Orleans last year with Tyler Shuck.
Yeah.
They thought everybody was like, yeah, this kid's gonna be garbage. They get him in a fifth, he was a 5th, 6th round pick or something like that.
About Romo was undrafted.
Yeah.
They was trying to see if they were gonna keep him because he's been on the 3rd string for forever.
Yeah.
And he went from 3rd string to 2nd string, and by not even mid-season, it'd be very early in the season, he was starting quarterback.
Yeah.
So.
And that's, and they have, with Romo, and it's the same thing. They're on a time constraint. We need to know by next draft. We need to know whether we're trying to get a top quarterback or we can maybe even draft, trade back and get a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Because Jacoby Brissett is not the guy that's taking you to the future. So him playing good this year is irrelevant. And they're still not going to be good enough to really, if he was playing well enough where y'all look like y'all are going to a Super Bowl, well then, okay, well let's be realistic. Even if they're playing well enough for a playoff, you're still this still ain't the future.
But you have to.
Okay, I guess in that division, if they're dominating, then I guess hold on.
If you're winning, if it's not broke, you don't fix it.
That's true.
So if they're winning, they're not messing with it.
But I don't think
Jacoby Brissett sees the end of this. You might be in trouble.
I don't think Brissett sees the end of the season.
Minnesota, I heard they decided.
Yeah, they've gone. I really didn't expect them to name the starter. Maybe naming the starter for the preseason game.
Yeah.
Maybe come up and be like, hey, in this preseason game, we're going to go ahead. But to come out midweek and just be like, this is where we're going.
They kind of like the shake stuff.
I don't know. I'm wanting. He did. Hey, I defended it a lot because I'm a Michigan fan. 90% of our offense was handing off to Blake Corum.
He was my backup quarterback last year, and I ended up keeping just that. anyway.
Yeah.
But when he's a rhythm player.
Yeah.
So once he got a rhythm down, but then he'll get hurt again.
Yeah.
So he'll start to look good, really good, and then he'll get hurt again.
And when he comes back, it's bad. Like,
and
that's the problem.
Start over.
It's so bad when he starts to try to get the rhythm.
He has to start over, and then
he's had to
he
restart
gets
4 times.
moving, he gets confidence, and he starts to, and then he's hurt again. But Murray isn't the healthiest person either.
Yeah,
so
Kyler Murray gets hurt a lot.
It does not mean that you won't see him playing or
starting. I think Murray has the same problem as Russell Wilson, where he can't see over the line, which is why you got to do a lot of the bootlegging. But the more you bootleg outside, the harder hits you're going to end up getting.
You're going to get hit, and then so he get hurt
and
a lot.
Does.
And he's the same way. He starts to look, momentum's going. He starts to look good, and you like, okay, I see you. You know.
And then he gets tackled and breaks his foot. He gets tackled and pulls something.
He gets hurt. And he get hurt, and now you're.
And the problem is he is kind of tough. So we've seen him play with injuries.
But then
the
next game,
as soon as Russell Wilson couldn't scramble anymore, he couldn't really do anything. He got a hamstring injury. Yeah, he's playing through it, but you look horrible.
Yeah. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you see JJ
sometime this year. I wouldn't either. Now, only possible thing that might stave off JJ is this is by far the best defense and best weapons that Kyler Murray has ever had. He has never had Jordan Addison. That's the second receiver.
How's the protection? Because I feel like
I don't feel like they protect him a lot, but
got hit a lot. And who was
Cousins? Wentz got hit, but again, Wentz plays.
He plays hard,
very dramatic,
aggressively. Yeah.
Kirk Cousins can't really move, so you still. But the difference with a lot of these is he's going to be able to scramble and then throw one to Justin Jefferson. Yeah. Whereas before he was throwing it to an undeveloped Marvin Harrison Jr. Greg Jennings is his third receiver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you got Aaron Jones in the backfield. What was it? Mason? I think the other one's Mason.
I'm not sure. I
can't remember the backup, but I know he's pretty good. And he's got weapons. He's TJ Hawkinson at tight end. I guess he had Trey McBride. And Trey McBride had the most catches. He was like dominating as a tight end. Now you add receivers that are good. This might work. But it's going to come down to whether the protection comes. And I've noticed that Minnesota, their quarterbacks get hit a lot.
That's what I'm worried about.
Like, JJ got hurt. It's like, oh, well, yeah, okay. Wentz got hurt. Oh, he plays reckless. Okay, Kirk Cousins got hurt. Daniel Jones got banged up. Like, everybody walking out of here with a limp. Maybe y'all don't protect well.
And there's teams that just don't think they need an offensive line.
They really don't.
The quarterback job is to run for his life and hope to get the ball out of his hand. They really just the best teams have good lines. Yeah. Like if you go back and that's why. Oh, another update: Laramie Tunsil tearing his tricep. Yeah,
that is a big hit for Washington.
How long is he?
Months at least. And if any setbacks or anything, it could be the season.
Oh no! I don't want
anybody for the offensive line in Washington to not be that great.
But it's Washington. I'm sorry.
If you made me pick, I'm probably gonna pick maybe Philly. But but no, I mean that sucks. He's a great player, and I was honestly looking forward to a very competitive division. But
I think you're gonna get that anyway.
I think maybe I don't know. Offensive line. Their offensive line is not that great.
I think that first game's gonna be a little,
We'll see. We'll see how they go. Yeah. We don't play them.
We play you.
Well, what does that have to do with their
division? You want to?
Oh well, yeah.
You're gonna get that anyway.
Yeah, we'll just beat y'all and then move on.
But I think it's gonna be a tough division, regardless.
Right? No, I definitely agree. But well, I mean, especially with some of the stuff we're seeing from camp.
Yeah.
Apparently, your players decided after they got done. Now, granted, maybe the Rams just weren't putting anything up, but all I saw was Rams cornerbacks getting cooked by everybody.
I really feel like the mindset of this Cowboys team is different.
Yeah.
Than any other. I'm not. I can't let.
You don't want to.
I can't believe just shit. They want.
Oh, I know.
It's too early to let them do things to me. They make me believe, and then I gotta, so I'm just gonna wait. But they sprinting after
practice,
the practice,
which isn't a good look on the Rams. Not that they're not doing it, but to be like, man screw that, I ain't doing that. If they come out, they got to go to Australia to play San Francisco, and then come back from Australia to play us on a primetime Monday night game. Which I'm not saying it's because we're that great. You're coming back from San Francisco. If y'all's conditioning that great, that could be an 0-2 start.
Depending on like how y'all are after the Dallas game, if you're like right there, you just happen to lose, you'll be ready.
We're like, okay, yeah, that.
If you do beat us, you're gonna be even more pumped because now you have a chance to be 2-0. And
yeah,
that last time that's happened for the Giants,
2014, 15.
So like, you know what I'm saying?
19.
So I think either way they might have
Yeah, like I don't know. You might want that extra discipline. You might want that extra conditioning because you got a rough start. Just like I said, it's not even just the teams; it's the travel. Like Australia's a long flight.
Yeah.
And then you come back and have a primetime game. And, I mean, maybe the Monday night might give you that extra rest that you need, but...
I mean, football is not just physical, it's also
mental. So... And, yeah, we'll see. Because everybody keeps talking the defense, and, yes, I believe the defense is going to be great. But, Cleveland had amazing defense. So,
and
that offensive line is suspect.
I mean,
great receivers, good running backs, Hall of Fame quarterback. Offensive line is a little there.
If you go, the other problem is I've seen teams go in like they've already won
everything, and
that's the best way to lose. If you have this idea that you don't, we got the best. Like you said, you went through all the lists of who they have. My God, my brain just went blank. He came back. Eric, coming. So
they have him training to the side, but he's not technically with the team yet. But he's like at the facility running drills.
But you see what I'm saying? Like if you got this idea that we've already won it.
Honestly, it might be good if they came out and had a stumble at the beginning. Because how many of them teams have we seen go? How many teams that go 10-0? How many teams that go 11-0? How many teams that go 9-0? How many of them end up in the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
that one team from the Patriots.
Yeah,
that's about it. Well, a lot of them teams that have those really long, their first mess ups are usually they get a mess up late in the season. The amount of teams we've watched it snowball into the playoffs and just completely fall apart. Sometimes it's better to have a rough start, work through the problem.
And you know what to do later.
Yeah.
Because I like Dallas that year, we were so good. And you like I said, you're not fixing the mistakes because if it's not broke.
What, the Green Bay game?
It was the Green Bay. Well, that was late, but I'm saying like that season though was so like because after
but it was y'all hadn't run into problems.
Yeah,
and then in the Green Bay game, you could almost see like
they felt unbeatable.
Oh, you mean the Romo team?
I'm talking about
okay,
Romo
yeah.
But but they were so good.
the Cabo trip.
That's the Cabo. But even before there was mistakes. Yeah. They had problems throughout the season.
But you were able to win with
losing. And so you're not really, those problems start to become, until later on, those problems are problems because you've never dealt with
them. So if they come in and San Francisco's the first team, that's a good defense. We're known for our pass rush, and their offensive line is the weakness.
And they're not used to being behind. They don't do well behind.
But let's say they start getting beat because that offensive line is getting overwhelmed. Well, now McVay has the rest of the season to try to find ways to scheme around it.
Yeah.
And that can really help.
Yeah. Because, what was it? That Super Bowl when they lost,
mm-hmm.
that was the first time they've been...
That was the first time they struggled. And you just saw where, they had no answer for what Belichick coached to get them.
They started fighting. So...
I mean, they booted Goff to the curb. Now, true, if I ran into, a Hall of Famer and was like, hey, you're semi-good quarterback, or me, I'm going to be like...
Yeah, Goff, I think he's good, just not...
He's just not...
There. He's
a playoff quarterback. He's not a Super Bowl quarterback.
I don't think he has that another...
Yeah. They lost their center.
Oh, yeah.
And they already have one retired. People are starting to oh, God, are Detroit actually going to be... Because we keep kind of well, they turned themselves into a good team now. They're good, and it's
they're always, even when they were a bad team, they had a good team. They just
and then they're having injuries at running back.
I've never seen a team that lose. They be winning and then just lose. What
just happened? You just turn the game back at the end of the game, and you're like, whoa, they lost by 10. How did that happen?
Yeah. So they've known to have good teams.
I mean, we almost beat them with Jameis last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jameis.
Well, Jameis Jones. I was just pointing out. That wasn't a dig. That was just the Jameis game. We almost beat him. But yeah. But well, we've still got some games today. It's preseason, so I'm not doing breakdowns. I'm just going to let everybody know who's playing to look out for. Like, the teams that matter, like the Giants and, I guess the Cowboys, they play Saturday. But today, the Lions play the Bengals, the Packers play the Steelers, the Colts play the Patriots, Chargers play Texans, Cardinals, Raiders, and Titans, Niners. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Lions-Bengals game, I think all of these can obviously be locally picked up if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think the Lions-Bengals is nationally broadcasted, and I'm almost positive the Titans-Niners is nationally broadcasted, which I kind of don't understand why. But, only thing I can think is I think it's in San Francisco, so a 9 o'clock game, it's 6 o'clock for them. There's more people awake.
There's more people, yeah.
But,
And because there's games Friday and Saturday, right?
I believe so, too. They're just throwing them out, and, they're scattering which ones they're actually going to cover.
Okay.
So, you'll see things, and then most of them will be replayed on different channels.
Yeah.
Especially if anything interesting happens.
Yeah. Like I said, I usually, the preseason is for me to get my fantasy thought process.
I want to start looking who that wide receiver 3 and 4 and 5 that I can be like, hey, when all the names are gone.
And my brother-in-law, he's sneaky, so I gotta be a little bit more like. I
gotta watch for my team because he's an Eagles fan, and I'll turn around to go get Giants players, and he's like, already took him.
He stole my kicker.
Like, what are you doing?
My kicker's not safe, and I pick kickers pretty early for most people, and he already got. I'm like,
I think the first game Scadaboo played, I went after the game to try to go get him. He had already taken him. I'm like, come on, man, you got Saquon Barkley on the Eagles. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? This almost feels personal. I don't know.
Fantasy. So,
we'll have to see.
So, but I always, got to get my fantasy mind going. It's coming close,
Yep. Well, I think that about wraps up what's going on for the right now. Obviously, things are starting to happen more. So, obviously, like you said, we're back to at least a video a week. And as games play, I'll probably start putting maybe some shorts and stuff up reference. Once the games matter, it'll be a lot more stuff. And we'll see at least, a couple more things.
Start trying to do some more breaking news and things like that. Try to, be seen more,
Get us out there and get y'all to see more of what y'all need. But
what you hear, comment, share.
Subscribe. Hit us on X. Hit us on Instagram.
The like button. We're doing it right now.
Right this second. Hit the like button. Go ahead. Just say hi in the comments. You ain't even got to say nothing worthwhile. Just that.
Shout out your team. Go
whoever. But hit us on Instagram. Hit us on X, and we'll see y'all next time. All right. God bless.